It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50.
Hey beautiful people, how y'all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So Gabrielle Union and her husband Dwyane are in the news. Everybody's talking about them because of an interview that was released of Gabrielle Union talking about their relationship. And she said that she's scared of not working because in their household they split the bill 50-50, and this has gotten a lot of people talking. She said she's scared that she's always in that mood where she always feel like she has to keep on working or else she won't be able to meet up with the bills.
It's hard. It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, you better work, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in? You know, somebody might not eat. Come on, you gotta work. And it's hard. It's hard to let that go. So I'm working on that.
And this just got everybody like reeling. Gabrielle Union yearly income is about $40 million, while her husband Dwyane yearly income is about $175 million. So her husband earns way more than her, and she is splitting the bill 50-50 with her in their household. Still, they are both still responsible for other household which they run outside their household. Interesting. This got a lot of people talking, like a lot of people. We know how this conversation of splitting the bills 50-50 in a relationship is. This got a lot of people talking. Let's go hear what other people have to say.
In this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, bitch. You better work. Bitch, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in? You know, somebody might not eat.
Now, this interview with Gabrielle Union is floating around, but specifically that portion where she says that her and Dwyane Wade split everything in their household 50-50. And yes, I had to gasp because, woo child, what? And you know we had to get to the comments because here we go. The first person said she should have kept that to herself. Everyone doesn't need to know the ins and outs of your marriage, which I totally agree with. Now, another person stated she probably came up with that 50-50 thing. Her ego seems way too big to let Dwyane Wade carry the load. Marriages aren't 50-50 all the time. Either sometimes the wife will be more and sometimes the males, other times it might be equal. Ebbs and flows with balance in the middle. Somebody by the name of Sarah Sizzle said she makes well over 7 figures, and the gall to say that you may not eat when people work 7 days a week and can barely afford food. This is just too much. Somebody says she's so dominant it's unattractive. I didn't realize you were attracted to her. I didn't realize her attraction had anything to do with this. Now this Somebody by the name of OK said Gabrielle Union saying she goes 50-50 with Dwyane Wade after him having that outside baby on you is what? But what's even wilder is you took the dude back after that act he pulled on you. Child.
You guys, Gabrielle Union recently said that her and Dwyane Wade, like it was like in an interview, and she was saying that they split everything 50-50. I'm just like, huh? What do you mean you split everything 50-50? Modern feminism is really not serving us. And this is why I love for us Christian girls that like just don't believe in that to really just like see and peep that feminism, yeah, that joint is not the design of God. It's not the will of God for my life to split 50-50 with a man while I have kids, while I take care of the household, while I do all these things. I mean, what? It's just crazy. I just don't understand it. And I don't understand like this whole thing where people like hate their gender roles. Like I have no problem with my gender roles. Like I have no problem cooking, cleaning, like taking care of my kids, looking after the household. Like there's just no problem. And I'm gonna need you to have no problem with your gender roles. You know what I mean? Which is to provide, protect, like do all of that. And I'll do mine, and we come together, and that's a marriage. Like, I'm not trying to be out here splitting stuff. Oh my gosh. So bad for you guys. I'm literally gagging. Thank God that I'm a Christian.
Now, how are you living paycheck to paycheck when your husband got money? Sorry, your roommate, you pay half the bills. I'm sorry. What's going on? Like, you can't eat out? When you married to a multimillionaire, it's given. Something gotta change it. It's not gonna work. Like, man, you cannot afford your roommate's lifestyle. So y'all already know we gotta get into it. When being a masculina goes wrong. First off, Dwyane Wade made $199 million in his 16-year career in the NBA. If you don't believe me, go Google it for yourself. This does not include endorsements from, I think he was with Nike and Powerade and all those endorsements he had while he was playing. So, Dwyane easily made $250 million while he was playing. So for you to be sitting around talking about you don't know if you'll be able to pay your bills and you're married to a $250 million man is absolutely asinine. But this is what if I really don't like my wife was a person looks like. It's very apparent that D Wade is just tolerating Gabby. She should have picked that up when he had that outside baby, but I digress. Do I believe the average woman will have to contribute to their household in some shape, way, or form? Absolutely. But I will never, ever, 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 ever in 100 million years co-sign 50-50. I just know D-Wade gets strapped down. I mean, he gives bottom energy anyway. And to be quite frank, I don't really think D-Wade want to be with someone that look like her, if y'all catch my drift. But again, this is what happens in these 50-50 relationship dynamics. The woman is always left stressing and holding the bag. So yeah, pick me's down 100.
In this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that...
I saw this video and the second-hand embarrassment I got for her. Are you mad? My heart is telling me that it was her idea. And the fact that he's okay with this, like, man, where is your pride? Your self-respect? Your manhood? You should never have a man in your life and be afraid that you can't eat. Never. I don't care what y'all say. This is not goals. This is not goals at all. I don't care how y'all feel.
Y'all hear about this? In a recent interview, Gabrielle Union, she just told all her business. She says that she fears that if a movie gets canceled, she won't be able to pay her bills because she said me and Dwyane split everything. 50-50. Ooh, 50-50? What? Dwyane. Why? Okay, how much does Dwyane make? Now, this is just the internet, but the internet says he has a net worth of $175 million. And his monthly salary is $1.2 million. His yearly salary is $14 million. And you going 50-50? How much does she make? Well, she doesn't make that much. She makes a lot. I'll take her paycheck. She makes $4 million per year. And she's going 50-50, and he makes $1.2 million a month. This is worse than a prenup. Gabrielle, didn't you have some negotiations when he stepped out the first time? This is worse than a prenup. Girl, someone needs to sit down with Gabrielle. Or tell her, just, girl, stand up. Walk out. It ain't worth it. And my thing is like, okay, maybe you want to be 50-50, but like, maybe you just should keep that to yourself. I don't think anybody's jealous of you anymore. What y'all think?
There's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work.
But the thing is, it don't have to be a gorilla on your back. Gabrielle Union is the same person who said that she cheated on her husband because she made more money than him. This is the same woman. Also, Dwyane Wade said that she wears the pants. I ain't here to judge nobody's relationship, but I'm just saying, come on, baby. You gonna always feel like you gotta work when you're choosing to make that decision.
It's household, we split everything 50-50.
Hey, yo, what up, yo? Gabrielle Union recently sat down with Bloomberg Television and said her and Dwyane Wade split their bills 50-50. Now, Gabrielle Union makes $25 million a year. Dwyane Wade makes $170 million a year. Do you think that's fair that they split household expenses, being that Dwyane Wade makes so much more money than Gabrielle Union? One thing, I watched the whole interview now. Now, one thing that Gabrielle Union did say is they split the household expenses at this particular property that they live at, being that they take care of multiple properties. So I feel like if you got to take care of your mom, your aunt, your sister, cousin, those 4 kids that they have together, is it okay that they split bills 50-50 at home base? Because Dwyane Wade might have more expenses on his end that he has to take care of personally. So if it might break even. So y'all let me know in the comments, because some women do feel like no matter what's going on in the household, the man should take care of my grandma's house, our cousin's house, my brother's house, or is it okay to split, man? A shout out to Gabrielle Union for one, because I knew she was gonna get a lot of backlash, because this 50-50 thing has been going crazy in the black community, and it will continue to go crazy in the black community. But shout out to her for keeping it a buck, man. Being that they celebrity couples in the millions and millions of dollars, do you think that it's okay that they split bills? Because 170 might cover everybody's stuff, but she like, yo, I'm working too. Let me throw my little $10 into the bucket, man. Y'all leave it in the comments, man. Is it okay to split bills 50-50 if you both have to take care of multiple households?
It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, you better work, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in? You know, somebody might not eat. You gotta work. And it's hard. It's hard to let that go. So I'm working on that.
Child. I am shook. Like, I don't think, sometimes we just, celebrities really do have loose lips. They really do. At this point, D-Wade and Gabrielle Union are like Jada Pinkett and Will Smith to me. They didn't reveal too much, and I just think they need to save some of the mystery. Because my first thought was, didn't he have a baby on her? Then my second thought was, didn't she have difficulty conceiving to the point where they had to get a surrogate? And now you telling the world that that your husband, who is worth $170 million, you split the bills with? Get somebody else to do it. Are you serious? I don't know if she meant to say, I just, no.
In this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that...
Don't get me wrong. I like Gabrielle Union, but something about her, this tough vibe she gives off, has me confused about her. I honestly feel like she's an op. I feel like Gabrielle Union is an op of the system, because there's no way you have a $40 million net worth. Your man is worth $175 million. You're sitting there on Beyonce internet talking about some you paying bills. Girls, let me talk to you. Your femininity is so valuable and so wanted. A man that wants you will make sure you have no obligations. He wants you to have the easy life. Why would I want the thing I love the most to be stressed and worried? They would take care of all of that because they value you. That's not to say you don't have to have a job and take care of your own self and balance things out. But what she's talking about is just straight old school programming. And I don't...
Weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50.
And that's all I gotta say on that. Someone said, why is that wild? They share a home and a family and probably bank accounts. Is she supposed to never support herself? Okay. Again, I don't think you guys understand the magnitude of the difference in money and pay. He makes $170 million. $170 million versus her at $40 million. That's like 2 different tax brackets away. Okay? He bought a house that is according to his tax bracket. So the bills in that house is for someone who makes around $100 million, not someone who makes around 40 million. That's why she's stressed for money. Because yeah, both of them have family that they want to help out. But if she's paying half of the bills for a house of a person who can afford it at 100 million, when her complete net worth is like around 40, she's strained. It is trash for a man to do that. Absolute trash. Also, he got a house that can accommodate him and his 3 kids that he brought into that marriage with her. So she is taking on the bulk and the responsibility already as a stepmom, but she's also paying for a house that's that big and lavish to accommodate his children. He should pay, if they're going to split, he should pay more, naturally. Now, I would say any woman in their right mind would not accept any of that. He should just pay all the bills, for sure. But if you're going to split, 50-50 is not fair. He makes way more, and he has a bunch of kids that wasn't hers that he brought into the relationship and the marriage. He should just pay more naturally.
Just say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50.
Ah, man. Now I have to speak about this. Okay. There's a few things we have to establish first, okay? Whatever 2 people choose to do in a relationship, it's up to them. Each relationship has negotiations and rules. As long as those people abide by those negotiations, then anyone else, you can't speak on it. It's what they do. It's what they choose. That dynamics is their dynamics, okay? Now, the second part is you ignorant is in the comments. You guys literally jump into conclusion with minimal evidence. People in the comments are like, damn, I can't believe D-Wade is doing this, man. Going 50-50 with D-Wade is crazy. You can tell D-Wade is stingy. Why would you make your wife feel like she's gotta work all the time? You know, she gotta go 50-50. You know what I'm saying? But you were the same when she was like, if I make more than a man, I run the household. I'm the head of the household. Now when it's D-Wade, they go 50-50. You're the same people complaining that, oh, they shouldn't go 50-50. When D-Wade is crazy. He's worth 140 million. Okay? Now let's take another step out of it. What if it's not even D-Wade asking her to pay 50-50? What if in her mental, she's been going through a relationship where she's always wanted to be the head, and the fact that she can't submit, she doesn't want to go back to and submit. So that's why she wants to do 50-50. Now, you can't go 50-50 with a guy that's worth 140 million. It's going to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Because 50-50, he's 50% and you're 50%, they ain't the same. You know what I mean? When it comes to costs, your 50% is more detrimental to you. You know what I mean? So maybe in her head, she feels like, oh, I got to work on this. I gotta always stay on par because I want it to be 50-50. Now, the issue here is you have to come up with a better negotiation. You know what I'm saying? The negotiation in that relationship, it's messing her up. She can't sleep at night. She always feels like she says there's a gorilla on her. You know what I mean? It's because, yeah, you gotta negotiate better. Listen, I don't have that much information, so most thing I'm saying is conjecture. However, the fact that she says she feels like she's going to be homeless if she doesn't go 50-50 is outrageous. I'm pretty sure if she told D-Wade that, ooh, I can't afford some of these things, I feel a bit pressure, D-Wade will take that easily. The guy was a basketball player, for God's sake. He has the money. I don't think he'll kick his wife to the curb if his wife can't go 50-50. They live in abundance. So there's 2 things to learn from here. Mind your own business and stop creating conclusions with minimal evidence. Wait till everything comes out, then you can decide. You feel me?
Church, in hustling backwards news, Gabrielle say that the reason why she feels she needs to consistently work and hustle is because she and Dwyane Wade split the bills in their household 50-50. Now, baby, listen. When I first heard this news, my first question was, Who made the rule, okay? Because if you and Dwyane done sat down and made a conscientious decision to split the bills 50-50 in y'all household, then I ain't got no problems with it, okay? I'm all for equality. I'm all for girl bosses. I'm all for women doing business. And in the eternal words of Diamond from Players Club, baby, make that money. Don't let it make you. But if this man done dictated to you that you gonna pay 50% of the bills, then I got a problem with that, Gabrielle, okay? Because listen, if we are supposed to believe celebrity net worth, Dwyane Wade is worth more than 4 times what you are, okay? Couple that with the fact that didn't you push out a baby out your cooch for this man? Wait, no, I'm sorry. You pushed a baby out the surrogate's cooch for this man, okay? And lest we ever forget, didn't he have an arm break baby on you? Listen, church, I'm mad for her. Now, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about the situation. Are you Team Dwyane, Team Gabrielle, or Team Equality?
Please feel free to share your own thought down in the comment section, because that's what we do here. We have conversation. So feel free to share your opinion down in the comment section. Love to know what you think about this. But please, please, please do it respectfully. You don't have to disrespect anybody for you to air your opinion. Okay. Here is my thought on this. First off, I want to point out that Gabrielle was the same woman in an interview that said that she cheated on her ex-husband while they were married because she was the breadwinner, and she felt that she could justify cheating because she brings the entire bread. She's the breadwinner of the house. So yeah, so keep that in mind while we talk. But before I go on, I don't care what anybody choose to do in their relationship. If it works for you, more elbows to you, sister. I'm just sharing my opinion on what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing and what I've experienced. So it's my opinion. Okay. So for me, I feel like it's really selfish of a husband. My opinion that it's selfish, because how can you be any times three of what I am any, and then you expect me to split the bill for you? I feel like Gabrielle Union is in these elements where she feel like she has to be very masculine. I feel like a masculine man, a man that I feel a man should protect and provide for his woman. So if I'm going to split the bill with you, like, you're giving me the chance to be very masculine, because that just put me on a work mode, a survival mode, where I always think like, oh, I have to provide, rather than me focusing on building our lives, which I don't believe that there is a 50-50 in any relationship, because we, the women, we put more than just finance on the table. We emotionally, mentally, spiritually, intellectually in the relationship, and even in the family. We run the entire family. When the child is sick, they're not going to call the man like, oh, the child is sick. They will call the woman first. So there's so much we do in a relationship, in settings, in the family settings, than is beyond paying bills. What else does a man does than paying bills? Like, when I mean, not all men do, but most men, typically, what else do they do than paying bills? So I feel like as a woman, if you're splitting the bill 50-50, you could as well just be single. Like, really. A man, I don't think is even an attractive thing for you to allow your wife or your girl to be splitting the bills with you. Yeah, she can have her own money, which I encourage most women to have their own money. But every woman wants to be taken care of. Every woman wants to be provided for. And I don't want to be in my masculine energy. I want to be care of. I want to be taken care of. So I don't know the dynamics in their relationship, how it goes. Dwayne has actually said before in one interview that she wears the pants in the relationship. So I can't really tell. I'm not in their relationship, but for me, it's really like, I want to be taken care of, like, period. Anyway, guys, let me know your thought about this down in the comment section. Feel free to share your opinion, because that's what we do here. We have conversation. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation. Okay. Please, please, please give this video a big thumbs up. Smash the like button. This helps YouTube to push out my video, and this will be you supporting your girl. So please go ahead and give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.